You your calendar, right? This is 2024, but I'm ordering my 2025 calendar probably this week. And man, we really taught. I taught you guys the fundamentals of really what I've been able to accomplish these past couple of years. I look back at it, and it's really about um, really just planning your success and really scheduling your success. And the calendar training, if you guys saw the video, the picture that went viral, right, of me doing this, right? Uh, I text David, I said, David, I said, it's great, right? Because it's amazing to have a mentor that has done it, right? And then it's easy now. It really is easy. There's no, he's done it. He's done what we all want to do. He's accomplished the results. Listen. I'm just following what this man's told me to do, and you know what I mean. So it's incredible. Well, listen, guys, super excited to be here. Um, Really excited to break down a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a couple of weeks. But I just felt led to do it today. I was gonna do it last week, but then I wanted to focus on promoting the event, and we really should be every single ounce of your energy right now should be towards this major event happening 15th of November in London, right? We're going to be having a massive event with Dr. David Emanitier. Let me know in the chat box if you have your tickets, okay? Let me know in the chat box if you have your tickets, okay? And let me know in the chat box if you are going to be in the room with not just you, but some bodies, right? With some other individuals. Let me know in the chat box if you're going to be on this call, right? If you're going to be at this event, not just with you, but with your guests, okay? With your guests, okay? Amazing. Listen, guys, I ran out of tickets. I have to go print some more, right? My guys help me print some more because I gave him out. Dr. Venetia just got her tickets, right? Every single leader that you want to build a business, you must promote major events. It doesn't matter what city you're in. It doesn't matter what country you're in. If you have people that you know in that country, listen, it doesn't matter where I am. If I know there's a major event happening in Costa Rica, right? I'm gonna prospect people in Costa Rica to get them in the room. It's simple. It's not rocket science, right? If I'm someone that's looking to, like, I've been speaking this for years, right? I've been speaking this thing, and what did I say to you guys? And it's not a joke. I got pictures of this stuff. Like, listen, I'm not preaching something that I don't do. A lot of these coaches just talk about things they ain't doing. I'm doing what I look. Do you guys know what country this is? Let me know in the chat. What country is that? Let me know in the chat. Guess what? We're gonna have a team there. We're gonna have diamonds in Japan. We're gonna have events of 2,000 people in Japan. I've been speaking this thing for a long time, okay? And really excited about this event. We're gonna have, so wherever country, so even right now, some of you may not be in the UK. That's not an excuse. You should be still buying tickets for the event. Why aren't you reaching out to your sponsor and saying, hey, listen, can I buy 15 tickets? Can I buy 10 tickets? Because I've got friends. That's how we've been able to build this organization, is we think globally, right? It's globally. It's not just it's just my country. You have to build globally. And here's the reason why you build globally is because when you're sleeping, our group in the USA are working. You're getting paid around the clock. But then imagine having a group in Australia. We're gonna have a team in Australia. We're gonna have diamonds in Bolivia. We're gonna have diamonds in Brazil. We're gonna have diamonds in Jamaica. Jamaica's coming real soon. We're gonna have leaders launching in Jamaica in the next 90 days. I'm gonna have a leader that's right now making 5,000 a month in another company. She will be in this company, and she's gonna go diamond in 90 days, right? We're gonna have teams in Barbados. We're gonna have teams in Dominica, where I'm from. Well, my mother's from Dominica. My dad's from Jamaica, right? We're gonna have teams in Kenya. We just launched Kenya, right? We're going to have teams in Uganda. Do you guys see my vision? Every day I'm speaking what we're going to have. I don't wait until it's physically there. I'm spiritually already preparing for it to happen. Okay? So the reason why I'm saying promote this event, it doesn't matter where you're from right now. Promote the event. Buy tickets from your sponsor. If you have a sponsor that's connected to me, obviously, connected to me or Katrina, go out there, get your tickets and promote. Start messaging people in England, in the UK, and build a team here. Why can't you do it? But you know why? You're thinking. You haven't thought that big yet. So, for example, if there's an event happening in Nigeria, I'm going to try and make some relationships. And more than likely, I'll say, hey, Sylvia, sign up this person, right? But at the end of the day, it's still like I'm conscious of continuing to expand in every country where there's a major event. I'm not going to just wait for there's an event happening in Costa Rica. So, I'm not going to, no, why don't you prospect people in Costa Rica? And then you translate in Spanish, right? That's just the thinking of the thinking that you have to have, right? So this event in London, if you're, even if you're not going to be there, if you're going to be in another city, promote the event. Get people in the room because this event will transform lives. Every major event, it completely shifts people's mindsets. And the biggest decisions that you make, the biggest choices that we make in this business is because of a major event. Okay, guys? So, super excited, man, for this event. November 15th, guys, promote. David will be dropping a video, to promote the event too. Guys, go on social media, record a video about it, talk about the event. Guys, promote it, right? On your page, on your stories, right? Post it on your page today, okay? Post it, every single one of you that's promoting this event. It doesn't matter where you're from, post the event, okay? Because you never know who's going to see that post. Does that make sense? Right? One message can just change someone's life, and then that person could become a diamond in your business. But because you were worried about whatever you're worried about, you just never know who might. Someone needs to see that. Someone just prayed this morning that they want an opportunity. Okay, so you guys go out there and promote that event. This November 15th, we have the Alive Convention, May 2025, and my favorite city, apart from London, maybe Dubai, my favorite city is Houston, right? I've been there 7 times. Me and Kat have been there 7 times. I think 8 times, actually. So we got 9th time in Houston next year. It's going to be an incredible event. Listen, Houston is different. Like, champions in the butt. Listen, guys, I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it right now, okay? Champions and above, you're going to be with me and Kat. We're going to go to see David, dinners. You're going to get a chance to see his home. You get a chance to see, I want to bring you guys into the experience that I had back in 2019. When I went to his home the first time, I was a sapphire in that company, making $2,000 a month at the time. We went to his home, and and the rest was history. Believe me. So champions and above, you will have the opportunity to obviously everyone's gonna come, but champions and above, I'll make sure you guys. I'll tell David, hey David, can I get the champions and above to come to your home and sit down with you and do a game plan? So that's May 2025, right? Get ready. Listen, guys, you should be. Listen, champions up. You should. It only takes maximum 30 days to hit champion. That should be that's the standard here, right? 2 to 4 weeks. So really, by May 2025, you should be aiming to have at least 5 champions in your business at that training. Okay, that's the kind of mindset you want to have. Okay, cool. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So let's talk about today. We're going to talk about the subconscious mind. We're going to talk about the magic of believing. Okay, so I want you guys to have your notes. I'm going to be taking notes with you guys, obviously, on my amazing whiteboard here, and or my flip chart, should I say, right? So the magic. Oh, this pen is finished. Goodbye. The magic of believing. So, we're going to touch on today, guys, the subconscious mind, okay? And the subconscious mind is a very powerful asset. You know, I think a lot of people, there's a lot of conversations about it. Again, in the personal development world, there's a lot of people that talk about it, and I'm going to break down what it is and how you can actually, you know, your level of results right now doesn't lie. Okay, I'm going to say this again, and I want to draw out something for you that's going to make it make more sense. Okay, and you might have seen this before. Okay? No, that's wrong, actually. I do it again. I was wrong. Sorry, Bob Proctor, man. I apologize. You know, he will be angry at me for getting that wrong, right? It's like this. And then, what is it? It's a circle, isn't it? Circle there, yeah. Circle. That's it, that's it. All right, cool. So this is the magic of believing, right? Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about the subconscious mind, okay? About the power of the subconscious mind. Because this right here is a very powerful thing that I've been able to use, and I've used this subconsciously over the years to create the results that I have, okay? The results that I have, the results that anybody has, is not because of happenstance. It's not because we got lucky, or we got this, or we got that. You know, there are some factors that come into play. Like, I'm working with David, so, you know, directly, so that plays a part. I'm very blessed to be working with David. And that plays a part, that's a big part of my success, because working with the right sponsor, if you're sponsored by the right, like David directly signed me up into the company. So you got to understand, working with someone like that, you're going to win because he's David, right? But at the same time, to get to that point, to be sponsored by him directly into the company, that took a certain level of thinking to even get to the results where I could be sponsored by him. Because you can only be sponsored by David if you are somebody. That's one that had some sort of success, okay? That's just because he can't just sponsor everybody. He has to sponsor people that have had a certain type of result. So for me to even have gone from having no idea about this industry, having no success in business, to obviously becoming, you know, having the results that we have today, it's because of the subconscious mind, okay? There's many different factors, but I'm going to break down what this means, okay? So a famous philosopher by the name of Gustav Gelle, he said that the subconscious mind and the conscious mind have to work together, okay? The conscious mind and the subconscious mind have to work together, okay? So I'm going to show you guys what this means. So on the top of, so this right here is your mind, okay? Now, people think that your mind is in your brain. It's not. Your brain is different from your mind, right? Just to make that clear. Because people think, oh, that's your mind. No, this is not your mind. Your mind is your entire being. People, they relate the mind to the brain, but it's not the same thing, right? The brain is your conscious thoughts, but we're talking about your entire mind here, okay? So conscious mind is here, okay? So write conscious and subconscious. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Subconscious and conscious, okay? Now we're going to go into it. And this right here is your body. Let me know when you have. I want everyone to draw this, okay? So people ask me, Derrick, why does some people get certain results? The new comp plan started September the 3rd. And everybody has different results. Okay? Based upon this. The thoughts. Because the thoughts that you think will create the results that you have. And Bob Proctor always said this. Bob Proctor used to say, your results will always tell the truth about where you are. Results don't lie. Right? So wherever anyone is in life is a subtotal of their thoughts over a long period of time. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna speak very slow so you guys can write this down. Okay? Your conscious mind is your source of thought. Okay? This is where all of the thoughts come into your mind. Okay? All the thoughts come into your mind. Conscious. When a baby's born, they don't have a conscious mind. It's only subconscious. Anything can go in. The subconscious mind cannot reject information. It can only accept information. But the conscious mind can accept or reject information. So when my son was born and he's looking at me and I'm talking to him and I'm speaking affirmations and I'm talking to him about how great he's going to be, that's going into his subconscious mind. And it's forming his behavior, it's forming his habits, it's forming his personality. Does that make sense? So the conscious mind, right? Write this down, right? The conscious mind of us, we can accept or reject information. So for example, I'm going to make it very simple. I set a goal back in when my son was born. I said to myself, I want to work out at least 3 days a week. Okay? In my conscious mind, I set the goal. I could either accept it or reject it. I could either say, yeah, I'm going to do it, or I'm not going to do it. But the more that I spoke it over and over and over again, and the more that I visualized myself being the person that I wanted to be whilst being in the gym, it was able to go into my subconscious mind, which becomes a part of my behavior. Does that make sense? So whenever you see someone learning how to drive or learning how to swim, it's subconscious. You don't need to think about where to indicate or looking left or looking right or looking at your interior mirror. It's in your subconscious. When you get into a car, you do the 6-point check, right? Because you're looking around to see, who's there. Before you pull out, you're looking around to make sure that no one's there, right? That's the subconscious mind. It's completely automatic. And that's why we teach that when you have a goal that you want and you're not speaking your goal and you're speaking the opposite of the goal that you have, that's what David was talking about yesterday. On the call yesterday, he was saying that it's very possible that you could actually be manifesting failure in your life because you're speaking the wrong things. You're speaking what you don't want. Why would you speak something you don't want and you're expecting what you want? Does that make sense? So the conscious mind is where the thoughts come in. So you have a thought about hitting a certain rank in the company. You have a thought about making a certain amount of money, right? And now the conscious thought goes into your mind, but you see that thought, I was saying this on Saturday, you can have a thought or you can have thinking. Does that make sense? So a thought is, I'm going to be a champion. I'm going to be a diamond or whatever position you want to be. But you see, what happens is, if that thought is continuously, like you have a continuous thought every single day, and the thought is continuously in your mind and you're thinking about it, the dominating thoughts of your mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action, therefore transforming it into reality, right? Self-confidence formula, right? So if you have a continuous thought over and over again, you need to reprogram your mind, right? Everyone on this call should be champions and above. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. It's not it is skill. But if I was to choose, hey, what would you rather have? 100% mindset 100% skill set, I would choose 100% mindset. Because once you have the mindset, you can learn it much easier. Because if you believe it's going to happen, you're going to do whatever it takes to get the goal done. Does that make sense? I'll never forget when we was in Birmingham, right, for the event. And I remember, can you guys see me? Yeah. And we heard about the new comp plan change. And they will tell you, Tony Ann, Monique's sister, and one of our good friends, or one of Monique's best friends, and one of my best friends too. And yeah, that was us, right? It was in the restaurant in Birmingham. And I came into the restaurant with an absolute, guys, let me know in the chat. Girls, let me know in the chat. Didn't I come into the restaurant with absolute certainty? How did I come in? I came in like it was done. I said it was done. I said, guys, we're gonna be rich. It's over. It's a wrap. It's done. Like I know my name. It is, and they were looking at me like, this guy crazy. What are you talking about? I said, guys, I've seen this movie before. It's gonna be a wrap. And I said it. It is absolutely done. And Monique's looking at me like this. And Tony's looking at me like this. And Sim looking at me like this. Okay, Derrick. I understand. I was like, guys, you don't understand you don't understand. Because, you see, my paradigm and my subconscious mind, I believed in that 100 diamond goal, even from the first day the company started. I spoke it every day. Every day, I write down, I'm so happy and grateful now that we have 100 diamonds in Envision You, right? Because if you have 100 diamonds in the company, that's going to be so much success. And people are going to be happy, making money, and feeding their families. So, my conscious mind, you have to train this. So when information comes in, it seeps down into your subconscious. But the idea is, how can you turn this information, the positive stuff? Because did you know that negative information can also travel from the conscious mind into the subconscious? That's why people have, people talk about traumas, right? Traumas and behaviors that people have this consistent, like smoking. Smoking is a paradigm. It's one of the most unhealthiest things you could ever do. You're basically killing yourself slowly, right? It's just the reality, okay? And I quit smoking in 2012, right? I started smoking in 2009 when I was 14 years old. I thought I was a grown man. Dude, smoking, whatever. Went to prison 2010, came out 2011. Again, when I came out, I was still smoking, but I was like, I shouldn't be doing this. Because I spent a year in prison without smoking. So, we did smoke in there, but, right? But the whole idea was I was now in a position where I could choose if I wanted to continue. Now, I was 16 years old. I came out of prison. I think I'm a grown man, right? And I started going to college, and then 2012 January, I decided to take God seriously. Like, let me give my life to God. Let me start to be a believer, right? And then during that period of time, I just stopped smoking. It was like I just said, I'm not doing this no more, and I just stopped, right? So I had a paradigm. It was in my subconscious mind. It went into my body, and then it formed my results. But what you have to do is you have to make a decision that this is not right for me. And then I had to keep speaking to myself, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop this. And eventually I stopped. Okay? Because at the time, I had a football academy that I was playing for. And I knew if I wanted to make it as a professional, then I cannot smoke. Because I would have got tested, right? And you can't be smoking, right? So I was playing for a semi-pro team called Elite Pro Sports. I was actually on path to becoming a professional, but then I had a bad injury, and then I had a bad attitude. I was very rebellious. So I didn't listen to the coaches. I done my own thing, and then also had a few injuries. But I would have probably made it pro, right? But in my mind, it was like I wanted to stop because I knew that it would have affected my performances, right? And so your paradigm is formed, and I'm going to go into the paradigm in a minute, okay? But let's just continue, okay, on this. Your conscious mind is the source of thought, okay? Your conscious mind is a source of thought, and your subconscious mind is a source of power, okay? So all of your normal thoughts, hey, I'm going to go to the shop today. Hey, I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to go get a haircut today. Hey, I'm going to go and book my ticket for the event, for November 15th. I'm going to go and study this audio that was put in the group chat. I'm going to go and book my ticket for Houston convention next year. You have conscious thoughts. But then your subconscious mind is a source of power. And your subconscious mind is rooted in instinct, and there's also higher faculties such as intuition, emotion, suggestion, imagination, organization, memory, and dynamic energy. Your subconscious mind is the powerful part of your mind that has an instinct. Okay? It protects you. And when you have a massive goal, subconscious mind, if you know how to tap into, a lot of people don't know how to tap into it. But even if you don't know how to tap into it, it still works for you anyway. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat if I'm making sense. Are you guys getting this? Your subconscious mind has 3 functions. This is where I was saying to you guys the other day, study the audio called The Magic of Believing. Okay? The magic of believing is another level. When you listen to it properly, it's deep. I only caught this a couple of weeks ago. I've been listening to that audio for 5 years, but only recently I was like, oh my gosh, I really got it now. Let me know in the chat box. Is it? Are you getting some of it? Is it complicated? Let me know in the chat. Is it? Do you get it? Do you not get it? You sure? Because listen, it's a bit deep, right? It's not like an average motivation training. This is like multiple 6-figure level stuff, right? This is mindset. This is real. This is real. This is the depth of of how you win. Okay? Subconscious mind has 3 functions. The first function of your subconscious mind is it maintains. And guys, please write this down. Forget about the recording, because when you watch a recording, it's not the same. You're not going to be as motivated to like when you watch it live. Like this is me live in London. You're live where you are. It's more. You get the information better. So write this down. Make sure you're taking notes. The subconscious mind has 3 functions. The first function is it maintains and preserves the life of the body. Okay? Which means when you're going through, like even the other day, I felt really weak. I felt like super lightheaded. And I was like, oh my gosh. I thought I was going to collapse. It was crazy. But I was just tired, had some food late. Shouldn't have done it, I was like, God, help me. And then I ended up getting some air and I was fine. But my subconscious mind was warning me, hey, listen, you need to get yourself in around some air. Otherwise, I was really lightheaded. It was crazy, right? Your subconscious mind maintains and preserves. Have you ever heard when someone is like super sick or ill, and you hear them say they were fighting? They were fighting, right? Well, my grandmother, she's, a legend to me, a legend. And she passed away in 2001, right? Long time ago. My grandmother, she I really miss her. I wish, she could have seen me now, she was my heart and soul. She used to cook for me and hot chocolates every night after school. And I was so gutted when she died. Even though I was young, I couldn't believe it. You know, I couldn't believe it. I remember the funeral. I even remember it. But she was a fighter, and she would always, you know, you know, it was unfortunate how it happened, but she was a fighter. And when you ever hear someone say, "Oh, they were fighting for their life," that's the subconscious mind that's helping them, because the subconscious mind is your power. It's your inner soul. Have you ever heard about the will, intellect, and emotions? That's what it is. It's your subconscious mind. It's your entirety of your soul. Your soulish body, all of your higher faculties, your imagination, guys. Imagination is only we can imagine. Animals can't imagine. They can't imagine anything. We can imagine. We're God's highest form of creation. Does that make sense? So an animal, a lion or a tiger or a bear, cannot imagine anything. Anything. That's why they roam around the street, or not here, right? But if they're in another country, they roam around the forest, and they're just doing whatever. Like, as soon as they see something, they're going for it. There's no imagination. There's no thinking. It's like they see red. Like, have you ever seen those in Spain? They have those things with the red. They have the red thing like this, and they go, edible, 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 and then the animals just. And I don't get it. I was talking to Inesh about this, right? One of my friends, and she was like, she's from Portugal, she's from Brazil, Portugal, Spain, and she's like, yeah, it's normal. I was like, normal? I ain't about to get in no. Listen, I don't want no bull to take me out. We got 100 diamonds to help. Right? I ain't trying to cut that short, right? So, but you see, animals can't imagine. We can imagine. So your higher faculties, subconscious mind is to give it the simple thing, is it really is the home for all of your repetitive thoughts and emotions. It's where your body is. Every single action that you take, every step that you take, every word that you speak is a paradigm that's been formed. It's a multitude of thoughts and beliefs, right? If I was to say to you, I'm going to say Ashley Ferguson, my guy. Actually, I'm actually going to call you later, bro, yeah? He's going diamond. Ashley's sharp. If you guys know Ashley, he's got the juice. Yeah? He needs a little, you know what I mean? But he's going to do it. He's going to do it. I believe in him. Now, if I say to Ashley, hey, Ashley's like 6'5", you know, he's quite, you know, bodybuilder guy, right? If Ashley's on the other side, right? Because Ashley's going diamond. Believe me. He going diamond. But if I say to Ashley, hey Ashley, and his back is facing me, he said, "Oh," and his back is facing me, what do you think's gonna happen? Is he gonna ignore me? He's gonna turn around. But if I say, hey John, he's not gonna turn around. Because he was programmed from young to have that name. When I say Nehemiah, my son turns around because he knows I've been calling him that for a long time. For a year and a half, right? I've been calling him that every single day of his life. Nehemiah, 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 Nehemiah. And I'll never forget the first day he was born. As soon as he came out, I prayed over him. I had a conversation. I recorded it. I had a conversation. I said, bro, you're gonna be absolutely amazing. I had a 10-minute conversation. He didn't respond to me. He was being bougie. He was being like, I ain't gonna respond to you, bro. But he was looking at me like, I'm thinking of my dad, but calm down, bro. Like, calm down. I just came out. Relax, bro. I just came out, bro. Like, can you just give me some time to get myself acquainted with this earth? God damn, man. Yeah, I was like, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be powerful, and then Kat's looking at me like this. She's like, wow, babe, wow. I was like, yeah, you're gonna be powerful. You're gonna shata. I'm speaking tongues. I'm binding demons. I'm like, let's go. I'm summoning the angels. But you know what it is? I'm forming his subconscious mind. That he's already powerful because he's a fighter. I'm forming that from the words I'm speaking to him. The first function of the subconscious mind is it maintains and preserves life of the body. The second function, in times of emergency, it acts immediately into action. So going back to what I was saying, when I felt lightheaded, it was like my subconscious mind is like, okay, you got to find air. Yes, it's my conscious mind, but subconsciously, the body has a machinery, so to speak, where you can, it's like, come on, like, find the way to get out of the situation. Okay? And then the third function, which is really what we're going to talk about today, it's really the main thing, is spiritual power summoned to help the conscious mind in times of need, to draw upon the resources you need. Okay? It helps you. Now, this call might go over an hour. I got quite a little bit to say, so hopefully you don't mind, because I'm going to teach. I'm going to give you guys the formula to really transform in your mind. So the subconscious mind only moves in accordance to your faith. That's why Christ said, upon your faith, let it be unto you. Because your faith that you have, if you don't have faith in what's going to happen, your subconscious mind cannot give you what you want if you don't believe it. You have to believe it's possible. Now, to believe it, you have to speak what you want. You have to get pictures of what you want. We're going to have diamonds. We're going to have leaders in Japan. I've been saying this since 2020. It's completely done. We're going to have teams in Latin America. How long have I been saying that for? We're going to have teams in Latin America. We're going to have teams in Latin America. I want that market. We're going to have teams in Germany. I've been saying that for years. It's going to happen. We're going to have diamonds in Germany, diamonds in Latin America. Because I understand that I'm not going to be the one to do all of the work. The subconscious mind will assist me. And let me break down what I mean. This subconscious mind only moves in accordance to your faith. Upon your faith, unto your faith, let it be done unto you. Okay? Your level of faith will attract your level of results. Now, here's another thing about this subconscious mind. You have to have patience. Okay? A guy called Theodore Simon Jaffoy said this. He said, the subconscious mind will not take the trouble to work for those who do not believe in it. You have to also believe that it's already been done in the spirit. So when this greatest dad mug was created, somebody in their mind already imagined it was done. They visualized to create this mug. Okay? It's made by the Mug Factory. The Mug Factory was a company that was once in the mind of somebody else. They might have thought about, okay, what should I call my company? The Mug Company? Nah. The Mug Factory. And he goes online and he searches, is there a Mug Factory? There's no Mug Factory. Boom, get the domain. Boom, get the copyright. Starts the company. In his mind. Does that make sense? So when you're worrying about the rank you're going to hit, I was saying this to one of my leaders yesterday. I was like, when you hit that level that you're aiming for, I'm telling you, you're gonna wanna, because you've got to mentally get yourself there now. That's what creates the work. The work has to already have been done in the spirit. You have to believe it's already done spiritually, and you're waiting for you're just putting in the physical work to get it done. Now, and you got to see yourself as already a diamond, as a champion. You've got to see yourself there, period, end of story. It doesn't matter what anybody's saying. It's completely done. Right? You've got to completely say, you know what? This is absolutely done. There's no doubt. There's no limits. It is absolutely done. It is completely done. It is completely done. It is a wrap. Okay? Now here's the thing that really hit me. He said, once you've done all those things, you wait patiently whilst the subconscious mind goes around its own way to work for you. Have you ever heard when David says, when you set the goal and you speak it and you write it and you visualize it and you get pictures of where you're going, the subconscious mind will find the people, the circumstances to get it done. This is good stuff, man. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So, let me see. 2013, I was sitting in my college and I had this vision that I was going to become an entrepreneur. I didn't know what type of business it was, but I had this vision in my mind. I wrote it down in what was it? December, New Year's. So New Year to 2011. What 2011? Wow, it was 2011. New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2011. I was sitting in my mom's home. I had just come out of prison 4 or 5 months before. I'm changing my life. I stopped smoking. You know, I'm following God. I'm reading my Bible. You know, I'm 16 years old still. I'm still a kid. But at this time, I'd already lived. You know, made a lot of money, done a lot of things. You know, crazy things, ups and downs. But I'm sitting in my mom's living room, and I'm writing down my goals for the following year. 2012 is going to be like this. And I wrote down a couple of goals. I wish I had that. See? I didn't even know about this stuff back then. But I was practicing it. I didn't even know about this stuff. I was just practicing it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write the vision and make it plain. Right? I wrote down that thing. I said, listen, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to have a business. I didn't know how, guys, I didn't know how it was going to happen. But I wrote it down. And 2012 rolls around, and I was in my college. I think 2012 I was in my college. 2012, 2013, I was in my college, and I was sitting there imagining myself as an entrepreneur. Now, bearing in mind, my subconscious mind is now getting to work. But you see, your subconscious mind, it does the work for you, but you have to also make some headway. You can't just sit there and say, okay, I wrote down the goal. Okay, cool. So I want to be a diamond. Okay, great. I'm write it down. Diamond. Okay. Subconscious mind. Subconscious mind. Oh, subconscious mind. Come on. No. Come on, brother. Come on. I'm waiting for it. How long now? Can't be any much longer. No, that's not how it works, right? You have to get to work. You have to get yourself in the zone. You have to you have to get emotion. The word emotion. Motion. Energy in motion. Emotion is your energy in motion. You can't just have an energy and say, oh yeah, it's gonna be amazing. You have to have motion behind the energy. That's why it's called emotion. So at the end of the day, 2013, I was looking for an opportunity. I was looking for this opportunity. I didn't know what it was going to be. And I kept getting shown network marketing. Right? I heard about this guy called Alex Morton, this massive multi-millionaire kid, and at the time was making $1 million a year in Vima, right? And I heard about this Vima company. I was like, man, this Vima company. And I kept hearing about other companies. So the subconscious mind is bringing opportunities to me, right? But you see, I was seeking out. I was talking to people. Hey, I want to start a business. What do I do? And then 2014, I got a phone call about ACN. Said no to ACN. But I kept hearing about ACN. Didn't happen. Then 2016, I saw Ivan at Barking Station. And he said, hey, bro, you look sharp. And I said, and then guess what? I said, oh, you look sharp as well, brother. I'm trying to be like you. And then eventually, boom, we connected. We hit it off right away. But little did I know, he's the guy I believe I'd spoken to a couple of years ago about ACN. But he had now left ACN, went to another company called OneCoin. I had a meeting about OneCoin. I said no 3 times. And then I called him to ask him about IML. And I joined at the pre-launch phase of that company. Pre-launch. The UK had just started. So the leaders were just getting started, right? And boom, the rest is history. But you see, my subconscious mind was working for me. Because I really wanted to do something like this. Like what I'm doing now, traveling the world, speaking, helping people. And I'm still able to bring the spiritual aspect. I'm still able to help people grow spiritually and to grow mentally and grow financially. This is exactly what I wanted to do. This is exactly what I visualized 10, 11 years ago. It is exactly what I wanted to do, right? So imagine your subconscious mind, whatever you want, you have to literally lodge it in your mind. Okay? Now, here's another thing. When the subconscious mind figures out what you want and it now gives you the steps, this is where people go wrong. This is where people go wrong. And even for me, I've gone wrong many times before. When you get the inkling, and people talk about my gut feeling. You ever heard that before? Guys, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you've heard someone say my gut feeling. Or, my instinct. Or my intuition. When women say intuition, I know y'all ladies talk about, oh, my intuition's talking. Oh, women got intuition. Oh, we sense things. Okay. You know what that is? You know what that is? That's your subconscious mind, lady. Yeah? For the fellas, when they say, oh yeah, it was my gut feeling, man. I just knew it was going to happen. That's your subconscious mind. That's literally your subconscious mind getting to work. It's literally like, I had this feeling something's gonna happen. Like when you're walking, when you're in a certain area or you're in a certain, and you feel like something's about to happen, that's your subconscious mind protecting you. There's stories about that. Guys that have, didn't go on a certain flight or didn't go on a certain trip, and then boom, something happens, and then it's like, wow, they've been protected. But you have to be tapped in with your subconscious mind to be able to even access that information. Once the subconscious mind gives you a task, you have to immediately act upon it. You have to immediately and unquestioningly act upon the instructions that the subconscious mind has given you. So for example, the month of November, minimum, you're sponsoring 12 to 15 personal customers, right? You put 6 on the left, 6 on the right. 7 on the left, 7 on the right. 7 on the right, 8 on the left. Whatever, right? You've got to do it. And your subconscious mind, if your subconscious mind is giving you the signal and you're not taking it, it will retract itself. It's not going to force itself upon you. Okay? Your thoughts, your gut feeling is not going to fight you for its attention. It goes where it's accepted. It goes where it's respected. And energy isn't destroyed. It's just transferred. So when someone passes away, their energy's still here. It's just transitioning to a different force. Energy isn't created or destroyed. It's transferred from place to place. So if you don't take that subconscious, like go and recruit 12 to 15, someone else will get the same, because all human beings have the same brain. We're all connected, right? Like there's a film I was watching called Hitman. Sick film, really good film. And it's like this guy that's like this programmed machine with like this barcode in the back of his head, and he's like, and he's got the red tie. Listen, when he steps out that shop with the red tie and the black suit and the black jacket and the black shoes, it's a wrap. You can't chat to this guy. Doesn't care what anyone's doing. He doesn't care what he's gonna do. What he needs to do, right? That red tie and that black suit. If you see a guy out there with a black suit, a black tailored suit, white crisp white shirt, and a bright scarlet red tie, just know they're on something. They're serious. They're serious. We all have the same mind. In that film, all the people are connected. Think about the film The Matrix. We're connected. We all got a similar, like, we're all connected because God all made us. If the same God made us, that means that we're all connected. Okay? So let's talk about how the subconscious mind cannot help you achieve your goals. Subconscious mind, there is something called a paradigm. Okay, now we're going to go into the close. So guys, with this, you choose your thoughts. Okay? You choose your thoughts. Okay, sorry, my handwriting should be better than that. But can you guys read it? If you can't read it, I'll read it out for you. You choose in your conscious mind. You choose your thoughts. You pick the thoughts that you want. Okay? Subconscious mind, your thoughts cause your feelings. So the thoughts that you have will now cause the feeling. Now this is when it really goes crazy. Then once the feeling happens, it goes to your body, which causes action. Yeah? And then guess what? The action causes your results. That's how it works. So, let's say, for example, going back to my example of, I made a decision that I want. Okay, let's say, for example, if I didn't. Okay, let's say that I'm not gonna say for me. Let's say if someone didn't follow the plan to stay in the gym. So they make a decision. I am going to be in the gym. I want to go to the gym 3 days a week. But then in the subconscious mind, I don't know if it's going to work. Or I am this. Or I am not the right weight. Or I'm not the right shape. Or whatever the subconscious programming is. Because of your subconscious programming, even if you have this thought, the subconscious mind is where your results come from. So you have to change your subconscious mind. Does that make sense? I'm going to read this out to you. When a person... So if you don't... So you have to change your self-image. You have to change yourself. So I'm reading this thing. Bob says you have to change your self-image. Okay? Now, during the subconscious mind, there's something formed called a paradigm. Okay? A paradigm. A paradigm is a continuous way of thinking. A thought is your conscious mind. Thinking is your subconscious mind. It's continuous thoughts, continuous emotions. Oh, it's not going to work. Oh, I don't know how it's going to happen. Oh, why aren't I a champion yet? Oh, it's not going to happen. That's continuous thoughts. You keep thinking that, right? Over and over again, it becomes a part of your action and it forms your results. So what we have to do is we have to reprogram our paradigm. And I want to give you 3 things, right, that you have to do to reprogram your subconscious mind, your programming in your brain that will allow for you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. I remember we would always speak our goals all the time. We would always speak it because it wasn't about what anyone thought. It was about getting the job done. You know? You've got to really grow your subconscious mind to the level where you just believe it's completely done. It doesn't matter what environment that you're in. You can go to a new environment and form. You've got to continuously work on this thing, guys. The best way and the number one way. Who wants to know, guys? Let me know in the chat. Who wants to know the number one way to reprogram your mind? Who wants to know? I've told you guys about the subconscious mind. I've told you about the thoughts. You have a programming. Guys, I always make this joke. Oh, he's a machine. She's a machine. I call Mon the machine. Or Dave is a machine. Or, Cat's a machine. Or whatever. They're all machines, right? But we actually are machines. We are programmed with a mentality. We're programmed with a multitude of thoughts. So here's what the word paradigm means. And I'm actually going to go and get the definition of the paradigm. Paradigm definition. A typical example of a pattern or something. A pattern. Hold on, give me a second. Someone said, can you please read out the notes? Subconscious. Your thoughts cause your feelings. The word paradigm, write this down. The word paradigm means a paradigm is your mental programming that controls your habitual behavior. And almost all of your behavior is habitual. We are creatures of habit. We wake up in the morning. Some people, they check their phone straight away. Some people, they wake up and they pray straight away. Some people, they wake up and they go brush their teeth, which you should be doing straight away, right? Right? Some people wake up in the morning and they have a glass of water straight away. Some people wake up in the morning and they say, thank God for another day. You have a programming. It takes 21 days to form a habit and 90 days to form a lifestyle. Okay? So at the end of the day, you need to create this programming. If you have the wrong programming, I will realize very quickly that you do. Do you know how I know that you have the wrong programming? By your words. The words you're speaking. If you say you can't do this and I can't do this and I feel like this, and you got the wrong programming. When's the last time you heard me say, I can't do this or I can't do this. And this is not an act, because a lot of you speak to me on a regular basis. And I'm not putting on, I'm a real person. I'm really not I'm not a paid actor. Some of you are with me on a day-to-day basis. You see how I roll, how I move, how I talk to people. Yes, I have my ups and downs. Obviously, I'm a human being. I am not really a machine. I am a human being. I can promise you, I am not a machine, right? I am a machine sometimes, right? But I'm half human, half machine, right? Or half man, half amazing, like Nas said, right? But the whole idea is, we have words, and your word is the biggest offensive weapon that you have. In the book of Ephesians, it talks about the whole, put on the whole armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness, girdle yourself with truth, and all of those different pieces of armor were defensive. They were defensive mechanisms. But guess what? The one thing, arm yourself with the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. You see the sword of the Spirit? See that thing right there? See that joker right there? Your words, the sword is the offensive, the only offensive. If you read that scripture, Ephesians 6, you'll read it. It's only the word, the sword. And guess what? When it says the sword of the Spirit, if you write down the word sword and take away the S, it says word. So, this is literally your word. And that's the weapon that you use to attack your negative thoughts. Does that make sense? If you have negative thoughts about something, if you're fearing something so bad, speak against it. I don't allow anybody to come into my space and tell me what I cannot do. I don't care who you are. It doesn't happen in my world. Absolutely not. I'm a savage when it comes to that. I don't let anyone tell me nothing. Or people come in, oh Derrick, you should do this. Let's make this system. Okay, so you're telling me, Derrick, you should make this for this, or you should change this because the team needs this. Derrick, I think you should. I'm not saying I don't take responsibility, but I'm saying the words that I speak, I know exactly what the team needs, because the words that I speak and the prayers that I pray are for you guys, for all of us. I don't speak anything that is not empowering. Yes, I'm not. Sometimes yes, we all make mistakes. I say something, and even if I say something that I shouldn't say, or I say something that's not going to empower me, I say, nah, God, I'm sorry I said that, man. And then I have to speak like 10 positive things to make up for it, because I'm like, I grew up with a loose tongue, just saying whatever I wanted to say. And if you guys know me, I'm very opinionated. I tell the truth. If I don't like someone, I'll say I don't like that person. If that person's this, I'm just me. I'm just real, right? I'm not, I'm respectful, but I'm real, I'm honest. That's how I grew up. I grew up just speaking my mind. But I've learned now to speak my mind with respect. Even if I may not like that person, if they're doing well in business, I'll respect them. I'll still chat to them, right? But the words that I speak are going to be empowering for me and empowering for them. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we're all going to be on our deathbed one day, and we're all going to be, all the things that we had accomplished, all the money we had made, won't matter as much as now. And what's going to matter is the words that you spoke, the thoughts that you had, and your children's children that will be blessed because of the choices that you made to speak the right things. That's really what matters when you really think about it. Okay? So I make sure my words are on point. Now, I'm going to show you guys right now, right, how to reprogram your subconscious mind. There's 3 things I want to talk to you guys about, right? The first thing I want to talk about is auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion is the number one way to reprogram your subconscious mind and your paradigm. Your paradigm is your paradigm is your subconscious. It's a multitude of habits and thoughts that are formed and lodged. Have you ever seen, like, if you go to, like, I don't know, a forest, and you see like loads of leaves just crushed together underneath something? It's lodged beneath. It's loads of like little creepy crawlies. That is how our minds are. When you have so many negative thoughts, and it's just constant negativity. You've been around somebody before, and it's like everything they're saying is about someone negatively. Oh, this person, oh, I don't like that person's hair. I don't like that person. I'm like, just say something positive. But it's the paradigm of that person that believes that, you know what, I'm going to nitpick at every little thing. And my idea is, no, you should be positive about every single thing. Because the reality of it is, I want to emanate positive energy. And whatever situation that you're in right now, you can actually, get yourself, like your mind doesn't have to be locked up. So, for example, when Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years, his mind wasn't in prison. He was in prison, but his mind wasn't in prison. So your mind, you can create this idealistic person of who you want to be. And the first way is by auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion is affirmations. Guys, I told you, I have affirmations that I speak every morning. Right? Dear Derrick Alexander, this is your 1 million to 2 million pound a year calendar. This calendar is the roadmap to a 7-figure income and a 1 million pound a year bank account at Chase, Lloyds and Barclays. This calendar will also document how you produced over 50 diamonds in your Envision You business, 1,000 champion consultants in your organization in 2024, and you were instrumental in their belief and results in Envision You. This calendar shows the commitment that you showed to help others accomplish their goals in Envision You. I've developed the person that accomplishes my goals. I've set for 2024, the year of expansion. Take care and God bless. Keep him on your heart day and night. Derrick Alexander. And I signed it. 28th of December 2023, I signed it. Okay? Done. And then we renamed the chat to 1,000 champions. Even the other day, I renamed the trading chat to 1,000 active 6-figure traders. Everything's is about words. If you notice, everything that we speak is about words. Oh, it's not just about, power team. Like, what does that mean? Or, whatever, champions and above. No, every single group that we have, even our champions and above group chat, it says 100 champions and above. There's always words that are driving the organization. So auto-suggestion, guys, listen, if you want to get confident, listen, you want to be confident. Let me talk to my men for a minute. You see, my men, you want to be a stud. You want to step out there. Like, when I step out there, I don't care how big the guy is. And if he walks past me and he's all hench and big, I'm like, what's up, bro? How you doing? You good? I'm confident. I have no fear. I don't care how big you are. Like, what? Like, what's up, man? You good? Like, that's just how I grew up, right? But I'm so confident who I am. It's not an arrogance, but it's a level of confidence because I speak. I'm powerful. When I say, go, how you doing, bro? You alright? I try to get my voice a little bit. Yeah, you right? But I'm confident, right? If you ever see a guy that's walking past you, for my guys, and they ain't dressed to the nines, I'm dressed to the nines everywhere I go. I don't care if I go to the corner shop. I'm gonna wear a nice coat. My trainers are always clean. My nails are always clipped. My hair's always cut. My beard's always shaped up. My breath's always smelling good, right? Why? Because I have a self-image to upkeep, and you don't know who you're gonna meet. I'll never forget. 2019, I saw will.i.am in the hotel, and I was staying at the same hotel only for one night, but we came out of the hotel and I see will.i.am in an all pink tracksuit, right? And I just came out of bed, but I showered straight away, and I put on my they had this matching Calvin Klein thing. I put it on, and Kat's like, babe, why are you gonna wear that for? No, listen. Whenever I step out of this hotel room, I'm representing Derrick Alexander, right? So I gotta be on point. You think you will see me step out of my house without a trim? Are you serious? Listen, I'm big on appearance because I think as an entrepreneur, as a network marketer, you have to be always on point. Oh, well, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett wears a t-shirt. I don't care what they wear. I ain't wearing no stinky t-shirt anywhere. I wear a t-shirt and a blazer, right? I wear a t-shirt and a custom jacket. And it doesn't cost, guys, for my fellas, it don't cost a lot of money to look good. But guess what? My words, even when I wasn't making six figures, I would always go and tailor my suits and be on point. Because guys, you gotta be, for my men, you're the example for your families, you're the example for your organizations. Right? Women look to men for leadership. Even if the woman's a leader, she still looks for a man that can be in somewhat way a figure of authority. That's what David told me. 2018, David said, Derrick, you got to be the example to your group, to Katrina, to everybody around you. And when he told me that, and he told me how to do it, he said, Derrick, tailor. Guys, I'm not telling you something that I'm not doing. He said, Derrick, tailor your suits. You might buy a suit from a shop that may not. Like I get all my suits are custom. See, it's custom, right? It's all, but it doesn't matter. You can literally go buy a suit from somewhere and tailor it to your body type. But guys, invest in some cologne. I showed you guys Chanel Blue, right? It's $150. It's cheap. Buy like 3 or 4 nice colognes. Rotate them, right? But guess what? I was speaking to myself. I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm a leader that looks presentable. I'm speaking it every day. And you see, what happens is my self-image has increased, right? It's just confident. Doesn't mean I'm better than anybody. I don't do all that rubbish. I just believe I am just the best version of myself. And fellas, you've got to believe that too. For my ladies, same thing. Okay, I'm not going to go into that. That's not my lane, right? But the whole idea is the auto-suggestion. If you ever see a guy that's walking with his head down or he's looking super nervous, that's probably because of it's probably a programming. It's a programming. Someone's programmed him, or he's programmed himself to believe he's not worth it. Why aren't you good enough? You gotta walk with your head high. You're a king, you're a queen. God has created you you are God's highest form of creation. When you step out of your house, when you step out of your workplace, you are representing your God. You're representing your family. You're representing your children. Does that make sense? When I step out of my house, the words I'm speaking, I am powerful, I'm a winner. And even when I have a really crappy day, because believe me, we all have those days. And I have a bad day, I put on some gospel and I say, man, I'm good. I've got it. Like, and I get myself back up. Right? There's a secret to that though. If you're ever feeling low vibrational, have a shower. Even if obviously you have a shower in the morning, but even if you feel demotivated, have a shower or get in the gym. Those two things, do 100 burpees, do 100 push-ups, or even 50 push-ups. I promise you, 50 push-ups, or for the ladies, 50 sit-ups. I promise you will feel brand new again. Get your juices flowing, okay? But auto-suggestion is the #1 way to change your paradigm. Let me know in the chat. I know I'm going super deep, but this is human behavior, okay? You want to get more sign-ups? Everywhere you go, wear your best suit. I heard this years ago. Wear your best watch. Wear your best jewelry. Put a 7 in the chat if I'm making sense, guys. Let me know in the chat. Everywhere you go, be on point. Appearance, every day. If you want to build a 6-figure business, you will not see me step out of my house not looking 1,000% sharp. Right? It doesn't have to be name brand. It doesn't have to be Louis Vuitton. I don't care about Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton is whatever. You can go to Zara. Right? Put money aside. Listen, because we're in the people attraction business and you've got to, listen, no one knows what you make. So you can be whoever you want to be to your prospects. But if you have a paradigm that, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do champion. I don't know if I can do diamond. I never had any doubts in my mind. It was done. And diamond's not just for us. It's for my group. It's for you guys. Like it's for my team to be inspired. I wanted to inspire the company. Right? I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for the company too. Because David's my brother. This is brotherhood. This is not just, oh, my CEO, my friend. This is actually David is my blood. That's how I see it. He's family to me. Me and his mom talk. Me and his sister are like super close. He's my family. Does that make sense? So you've got to get to the point where you have people in your business or your sponsor is your family, where it's like, I'm going to work not just to help them rank up, but we're family, we're connected. But you see, you got to understand your paradigm, guys. I promise you, if your paradigm doesn't shift, nothing's going to change. For things to change in your life, you have to change yourself. Your mind, your subconscious programming has to change. See, if you are right now demotivated, or you feel like I can't do it, like, oh, Derrick, oh, like I say, well, what's the issue? Oh, Derrick, I'm struggling to prospect. If you're speaking that you're struggling to prospect, you're going to continue to struggle to prospect. So what you should do, speak the opposite of that. Say, I am prospecting 10, 20 people a day. I am so happy and grateful now that new successful people are coming into my business. Speak your truth. Stop allowing these broke, demotivated people to tell you you can't go diamond, because you can do it. I came into the industry of network marketing as a nobody. No one knew who I was. I didn't have, guys, look, when I joined network marketing, did you know I had no Instagram? Don't chat to me about social media. I had no social media when I joined network marketing. Don't chat to me about Instagram. I didn't have social media. I didn't have Facebook, because the church I used to go to, they banned social media. Do you understand this? The church I used to go to didn't endorse, especially back then. Like now they're embracing it a little bit more. Don't chat to me about, Derrick, well, I have no social media. I know all of you on this call when you joined the company, you had a social media account. When I joined network marketing in 2017, I had no Facebook, no Instagram, no Snapchat. I only had LinkedIn, and that was only for work. Facts. Guys, I'm not shouting at you. I'm just telling you, right? I didn't have social media. So when I came into the industry, I didn't know nobody in business. I only had my church friends, and my church friends were not going to join the business. They were not business minded. They thought it was a cult. And I know it's an hour and a half, but hey man, I only do this call once a week, so I might as well just go hard or go home. I'm trying to make you guys understand the mentality that it takes, because when I first started, I had no social media. I wasn't an influencer. I didn't have any business relationships with anybody. All I had was the guys I used to roll with who were still doing the same stuff I was doing, which I'm not gonna, I wasn't involved in that anymore. And then I had my church friends. That was it. And I had my family. And those three circles were not joining the business. I had to start from scratch. Most of you, in fact, all of you on this call right now, when you joined the company, you had social media. You have a social media, I'm sure. You have a social media page. So you already had one up on me. You already had an advantage. I started with no social media. I created an Instagram page a week after I joined I Am Academy. A week after I joined the company, I created Instagram. I didn't even know how to post. So what I'm trying to say is, but my paradigm was, I'm going to make this happen. I started to speak it. You choose your thoughts. Choose the right thoughts. Because if you choose the right thoughts, your thoughts will create your feelings. And your feelings will form a paradigm. Your paradigm is a multitude of habits that are formed and lodged in your subconscious mind. If you believe that all men are this, or ladies, if you feel like all women are like this, then you're gonna have the same results. If you think, oh, I can't recruit men, or I can't recruit women, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. Why can't you do it? You have a subconscious programming that it's not going to work. But who told you it's not going to work? It's people in the company that are doing it, that are recruiting men and women from different cultures, different religions, different races, different colors, different ages. It doesn't matter. It is down to you. But you have to, first and foremost, speak. Auto-suggestion means speaking the right things. Affirmations, speaking the right goals. I am so happy and grateful now. I am a diamond. Guys, speak it 20 times a day. If you're not a champion right now, speak. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a champion. In Envision You. By whatever date. You should all be aiming to do it by the event. You guys got 11 days to get it done. You're speaking, guys. Stop having a pity party about why you're not where you want to be. Because no one's going to come and save you and say, oh, Derrick, right? Think about it. We went to Vegas in 2022, right? Or 2023, last year. We were pregnant with Nehemiah, right? And, we were just trying to figure out how's this thing going to work. We went to Vegas, full faith. We didn't even know what was happening. We just believed it was going to happen. I went into the suite. David had this massive suite. It was me, Kat, Shanita Foster, Bass Grant, Justin, Nikki. Who else was there? Another Nikki from Dallas, who was like one of the corporate staff at the time. Who else was there? Some of the corporate staff of the company. And we were there at the time. This is Vegas, and we hadn't even fully launched. We just hit Emerald, but we were like, what's going on? Like, comp plan, didn't understand the comp plan. But it was like, we're going to make this work. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to make it work. It's going to happen. It's like, it's going to work. Somehow, some way, it's going to work. And I'm talking to the leaders, and then the following day, I think a few months before that, we was in David's house, and then Shanita Foster walks in, and she's fired up. And if you guys know, we're very, very close. I'm talking to her. I mean, at the time, I didn't know who she was, right? Hey guys, we're gonna go diamond. And at this time, I'm still trying to figure out this whole deal, right? She's fired up. She has a paradigm. It's gonna work. She's like, David, and she goes, David, I got some leaders right now that want to fly into Houston. And I'm thinking to myself, this lady, she's really ready. And so that leads me to my second point, right? The second thing you got to do is you got to have the right company, right? And I mean by that associations. Right, we're about to close off, guys, okay? You want to have the right company. You want to have the right people around you. Okay? You've got to be around the like-minded people. You've got to be around people that are going somewhere. Okay? My best friends, I've got about 5 people that I would say are my best friends, like people that I rock with every single day, right? And they know who they are, right? These individuals are my running mates. Now, my boy Aaron, me and him, every day we're on the phone. And it's either I'm cussing him about Arsenal or whatever, but we talk about real estate. We're about to buy properties. We're going to travel and buy properties in Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. Why? We're on the same, we believe the same way. And I used to mentor him in IML, and now he's gone on to do great things. Traveling the world, looking after his family. Think about it. It's a paradigm. But the company that I keep are people, and guys, don't get it mistaken. It's not just about having people that make more money than you. People say, oh, well, you got to have people around you that are making more. Yeah, but there's also, you got to have real friends too. You got to have people that will ride for you regardless. There's no judgment. You can't just have friends that are just business minded, because sometimes when the business goes funny, they go funny. You have to have people that are genuinely there for you regardless. That will also help your paradigm. People that love you and care for you. If your paradigm is people only like me because of how much money I make, that's why I got friends that I've known for 20 years. I got friends that I've known for years that are not nowhere, that are making 1,000 a month in their job, but we link up because they may not have the same mindset in terms of business, but they are a supportive friend. They're friends that they don't care about the Derrick of now. They're just my friend. They love me for me, and and they're positive. They speak positively, but they just but they're my childhood friends, right? I love that. You gotta have friends like that you've known for a long time, that you just have that relationship. The company, genuine people around you, not people that want you for this or want you for that. Have you ever seen those people that call you and whenever guys, let me know in the chat, they call you and they're calling you to ask you for something. It's always to ask you for something. But how many of you have those friends that I call them, hey, just checking in, man, how are you doing? Have you eaten today? I have friends like that I call them and I ask them, hey, have you eaten today? Have you slept? How are you doing? I'm not asking for nothing. I'm just asking, how are you doing? Those are the friends that you need. Alongside your I've got my high power, I've got my high flying multi-millionaire friends that are on jets and doing crazy stuff. But then I've got other friends that are just my people. You've got to have the right company. The third thing, this right here, it's not number one. Paradigm. We're talking about creating your programming. Your programming. Associations, company. And the third thing, oh boy, environment. Let me tell you something. We're about to close off, right? Environment. Guys, I know it was a lot. Guys, forgive me. I know it's a long call, almost 2 hours, but I told you this call's not going to be, I can't do it in an hour. It's impossible, right? It's so much to unpack. Your environment. See this joker right here? Don't play with this. This is everything. Your environment, guys, whatever city that you're in right now, write down, at the end of this call, okay, I want to give you guys homework because I want you guys to get something from this call and actually apply it and get the results. Not for me, for you, okay? Okay? The first thing I want you to do is I want you to write down 3 affirmations because my favorite number is 3, right? So 3 affirmations that you're going to say to yourself guys, just for this month. I'm not going to try and bamboozle your mind. Just 3 affirmations that you're going to say 10 times a day. So you say these 3 affirmations 10 times. So you say you got 3 affirmations. You say those 3 10 times a day. So altogether 30 affirmations a day. Can you promise me you're going to write down 3 affirmations? It can be, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a champion in Envision You. Bye. Or you could say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a champion in Envision You this month. Okay? I got signs everywhere. I got vision environments. 100,000 a month, global diamond, right? I've got signs and I'm putting these up. In Katrina's office, I'm putting it up in her office too. Right? Double diamond. It's done. Affirmations, right? I speak it every single day. Can you write down, please, 3 affirmations? I'm so happy, and it doesn't have to be about money or even MVU. It could be about your own life. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am healthier than ever. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am at peace. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am happier. I'm happy. Or if it's, someone in your life you want to, help them or mend the situation or whatever it is, write an affirmation that can actually give you more peace. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am peaceful through this situation. Say it every day. Guys, I promise you, it works. It works. It works. It works. Your words are everything. And I'm telling you, I could do so much. I could, certain things, I say certain things, I'm like, I shouldn't have said that, right? But like, I'm working on that every day myself, right? Don't worry about all the ranks and all this stuff. Guys, all these ranks that people, all this money that you see or success is from what we've been doing for years. It's just manifested over time, okay? Because we spoke it over and over and over again. Does that make sense? We spoke it so much that we believed it was going to happen regardless of any situation. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to write down 3 people that you're going to be around that's going to help you elevate and become more positive. 3 people. It could be your mentor. It could be someone in this company. It could be a really good friend that is really positive. It could be someone that's extremely positive. Or you could write down someone that's on YouTube. Bob Proctor, right? It doesn't have to be me or your friend. It could be 3 mentors on YouTube, like Jim Rohn, Bob Proctor. It could be David Amanite. 3 voices that you're going to listen to for the next 30 days until the end of November. And then you're going to write down 3 luxury environments that you're going to be around as much as you can for this month. So for example, go whatever city that you're in, think of the best hotels, the number 1 most luxurious hotels in that city, okay? Or think about the best restaurants in that city and decide, pick a day, you're going to go there. Dress up in a nice outfit, make sure you're on point, smelling good, everything good, on point. Go into that place. You may not be able to, you will be able to afford it, but even if you can't buy a whole meal, go in there and order a cup of tea, order a drink, order a cocktail, 1 cocktail, £15, £20, 1 cocktail. Or order like, a cup of tea. Sit in the hotel, sit down and work for the day, 3 or 4 hours. Have someone do some content, maybe someone videoing you in that place, taking pictures, working, and watch the people that come in, how they dress, how they look, how the environment smells. And then go back to your environment and realize, wow, I gotta get up there. I gotta be there one day. Pick 3 environments, pick 3 hotels. By the end of the month, I promise you, you'll be a different person. Your paradigm will shift. And once your paradigm shifts, your actions change and your results will be different. So, love you guys. I appreciate you all. I'm going to go ahead and just quickly read the affirmations because I know we've got a limited time. And we're going to get to it, man. We're going to get to it. I'm excited for you guys. I'm going to read you guys the affirmations real quickly. Got them here. Amazing. So the first one, I want you guys to repeat this after me as I'm saying, okay? Give me a second, guys. I am a money maker. I am successful. I am attractive. I am confident. I am limitless. I am worthy. I am powerful. I am bold. I am perfect. I am strong. I am blessed. I am grateful. I am a great leader. I am a diamond leader. I am determined, dynamic, persistent, ambitious, and faithful. A beautiful, sophisticated professional, called to be a loving, world-renowned motivator. My name is Derrick Alexander. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am humble. I am a winner. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I will never be broke another day in my life. I will live the fullest of life in all God has for me. I am a force for God. I am a force for good. I am a champion. I set new standards. I defy the odds. I break generational curses. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I am loved by God. I, Derrick Alexander, am chosen by God. I am protected by God. I am in a constant state of attracting all the good that I deserve and desire. No weapon formed or fashioned against me, against I, Derrick Alexander, shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. It is my season. It is my season. It is my turn. It is my turn. All right, next one. I am wealthy and rich. I live in plenty. I swim in plenty. I have abundance. Everything I touch increases in value. I know the secrets of riches and wealth. I attract money daily. Money pursues me. I am a cheerful giver. I am effortlessly wealthy and rich. My gift daily produces for me. I am daily in the company of like-minded, wealthy, and powerful people. I have adopted God's financial plan for my life. I follow and fulfill it daily. I have and use all the resources I need to prosper myself and others. I make more money than I spend. I know exactly what I need to do and give in return for the exact amount of money I desire. I am a cash multi-millionaire. I am so happy and grateful now that I have turned my annual income into my monthly income into my weekly income, and my weekly income into my daily income. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities. The money is growing, the quantity is growing from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I see the money flowing to me. I see the money flowing to me now in increasing quantities. I see the money flowing into my bank account from multiple sources, multiple businesses, multiple investments, and multiple customers. The money is flowing continuously. The money is flowing continuously. The money is like a river flowing into my bank account on a continuous basis. The money is like a river flowing into my bank account on a continuous basis. I, Derrick Alexander, am like a tree planted by the rivers of water. I bring forth my fruits in and out of season. My leaves shall never wither, and whatsoever I do shall prosper. All right. Last one is the self-confidence formula. You guys ready? Last one, guys. I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action toward its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. I realize the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. I know through the principle of auto-suggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I will devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim in life, and I will never stop trying until I have developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all human effects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. I will sign my name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my thoughts and actions so that I will become a self-reliant and successful person. Well, God bless you guys, and I pray you guys were empowered. Let me know in the chat box, in the group chats, how the call made you feel, and let me know in the chats one major thing that you took away from this training, guys. God bless you all. I really appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and I'm going to see you all at the beaches and most certainly at the banks. Love you guys. Have a great week.